Is the silly season and the tendency to overindulge is used during this period. Many people will get paid early this month and will have to wait until the end of January for their next paycheck. Sensible spending and buying mostly what you need will help you to better cope with January blues, and those with school-going children are urged to buy stationery and uniform now to avoid possibly paying higher prices for these items in January.
Children are going back to school in January. A lot of schools that I know of offer discounts to parents if they pay their kids' school fees early. So maybe they'll give them leeway until February or leeway until January, but most schools will offer parents a discount if they pay off their school fees early. So before you splurge and go do your shopping, rather get the school fees out of the way, get the stationery out of the way, get the uniform out of the way.
If you'll be getting a 13th check, it will be wise to invest a portion of that money. Put some of it towards your home loan and pay off unsecured debt. You are likely to pay interest of up to 24.50% per year on unsecured debt. Also consider topping up your retirement and emergency fund. But don't forget to allocate some money towards pampering yourself.
Is that time of the year that some people do tend to get a 13th check. And I firmly believe in something called the 80-20 principle. Now, what is the 80-20 principle? With 80% of the money, you are very responsible with that 80% of the money. What you do with that 80% is if you've got short-term expensive type debt, that's the unsecured type debt, make sure that you pay that off. Start putting a little bit of money away towards an emergency savings. Why? Because emergencies happen. You need to take the kids to the doctor, the dogs to the vet, so that you make sure that you start building up a little bit of a buffer there. And then the next thing is if you've got those two in place, you don't have short-term debt, you've got an emergency saving in place, what you can start looking at that is looking at putting it towards your kids' education or alternatively with your retirement. So that's the 80%. The 20%, blow it.
Honor all your financial obligations and resist the temptation to skip payments in December. Try and cut back on all unnecessary spending and shop around for the best possible price. Some consumers say the lockdown has taught them valuable lessons on how to spend their money wisely.
It's very important to save money because with this COVID thing going on, we have to be on the budget, strictly budget, and then spend wisely so that when it comes January, you know what to spend for uniforms, school fees and everything that should be paid for.
You know that during this COVID-19 now, there's a lot of stress concerning the money and every other things. There is no way money is coming in and there is no way money is going out. So it's very, very important because after January, life continues. You need to budget on your spending concerning school fees and house rent and all the rest of things.
Try and reduce your spending when it comes to entertainment and eating out. Rather consider inviting friends over at home, as this is usually a cheaper option. And avoid overspending on things that are not tangible, such as food and alcohol.
It's been a tough year for most South African consumers. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people were retrenched. And what that meant is that a lot of South Africans need to exercise caution when it comes to their finances during festive season. So I would advise people to exercise the COVID-19 level 5 and level 4 lockdown mentality. So what that means is that stay home as much as possible. So cook with your family, cook with your kids. There's no need to be going out to restaurants, going out to malls, and causing yourself to be tempted to spend unnecessary money.
You need to have a budget for the festive season and consider all your income and expenses. It's also advisable to have a shopping list and stick to it. This will help you alleviate the temptation to buy the things that you do not need. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.